Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the semi-finals. We have 3 people left in this top 8 playoff. It's Kelvin Chu, Joshua Young, and Randy Yo. So here we have the semi-finals. It's between Joshua and Randy. Eldrazi Tron against Hardened Skills. And the winner will go on to face Kelvin Chu. So we've actually featured them before.
Yeah, we featured both players individually.
Yep. Once again, Esmond here, joined by Pichun. And semi-finals, double elimination. So all the 3 players remaining have only lost 1 game. And if you saw the previous game, in round 4, Joshua, who was undefeated in that round, actually lost to Kelvin. That's why we're having this additional round, because Joshua is now at 2-1.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And that game was pretty epic.
Yeah.
So let's hope we see something just as interesting here from Randy and Joshua.
At least a good game, because last game Joshua moved to 5.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so let's hope for the best for both players.
The mulligan to 5 was pretty bad for Joshua, but remember he did have a ghost quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and Chu just had some really good top decks. Yep, so they're just shuffling up right now. And after this will be the finals of our 1K event. This has been a long day of streaming.
5 hours, right.
Yep, we're currently at 5 hours of streaming. And thank you everyone who has joined us from the beginning. I hope you all have enjoyed this coverage so far. Let us know actually how we can improve, what else you would like to see in this streaming.
Yeah,
Alright.
one thing I think we didn't really mention is the companion.
Oh yes, so
Yeah,
Randy actually
Randy
has
has
a companion.
companion. But from what I see, his mana base, right, it's not really easy for him to cast his companion, the Loris. Because he needs double black, and his main color is green. So not sure how often he gets to cast his Loris.
The thing about Lurus right now is that having it is actually quite misleading, right? Because
Yeah, it
you
represents quite a lot.
yeah, represents a few different decks.
Like Shadow, this deck,
Mm.
what do you call that? Hammer Time.
Hammer Time.
But since this is open deck list,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and Joshua. Oh, okay. So we have the
I
deck
think I
list
have
here.
Joshua. Oh, I have Randy's here,
Mm.
and Joshua's here.
So the first time we saw Randy, he was really just trying to spam the board with
Yeah,
artifacts,
just curve out.
whack all the counters, and he has things like Ozolift to store his counters and move them onto different things. But the key piece there is really Arcborn Ravager
About Ravager
Right.
and Hardened Skill.
and Hardened Skills. Yep.
So I think both players choose to keep their opening 7.
And these are some pretty classic decks, I would say.
Yeah, especially the Garitron. It's
These-
quite infamous for the Tron
Yeah.
lands and Eldrazi.
So these decks have been around for quite some time. We can see their hands quite well now. I think Joshua is still deciding whether or not to keep. So far, he's been having quite bad luck actually with his hands. There's 3 lands, I think, or 4 lands.
This is a functionable hand.
Oh
but
wait, maybe 5
a
lands.
bit slow.
Yeah.
A bit slow. Yeah.
So looks like quite.
But he choose
a
to
slow
cap.
hand.
He choose to keep.
Okay, and Randy starting there with.
Urban Walker.
mm.
Starting off with a colorless land is not a very good start, I guess. Because he needs
Well,
the green
yeah.
for primarily for hardened skill, and
Mm.
also some of the protection spell that he play, like the snake skin.
Snakeskin Veil, yeah,
Yeah.
the one of Snakeskin Veil that protects his creatures and gives it a +1 counter.
So no turn 1 play from Joshua.
But Randy there with the Hangerback with 1 counter.
It's a fair start.
Yep, this is exactly what he wants to do, right? Just curve out, play creatures every turn.
Yeah,
Ideally, he wants to have hardened skills, of
right.
course.
Hardened skill and about Ravager.
But even without that, it's still pretty good.
Okay, so
Eldrazi
turn 2
Temple.
Eldrazi Temple, right?
Yep, with the Reshaper. Okay. Alright, so what does Randy have?
Yeah, I remember when I said the Laurus is not easy to cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a reason why he's also playing like 8 colorless spell like lands. So yeah, that might be a challenge.
Okay. Ballista for 1. And activating.
Activate the hanger back.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, his plan is going well.
A bit slow though, yeah, but yeah, it's a plan.
Yeah, faster than Joshua. Joshua just facing down a bunch of creatures with +1 counters right now.
Ideally, he drew another temple and cast the Reality Smasher.
Yeah, but I think he does have a bunch of lands in hand, right? Just
He does. I think he has the second temple. Whether he and the Smasher.
Yep, that's a temple.
Ah,
yep,
okay.
exactly that.
So we're going somewhere now.
Yep, that's a big swing actually. Turn 3, and that's how much damage?
That's
8 damage. Yeah.
with 5 trample.
Mm.
So Randy can't really block profitably
Yeah.
because if he choose to trade with the Metal Shaper, Joshua gets a card.
Mm.
And
So that's a big hit there.
yeah,
Going down
things
to
are
12.
looking bad for Randy.
Yeah.
Especially the Som. Som
Yeah, Swamp is not
doesn't
good.
do
Yeah.
other than casting Fatal Push.
Yeah, he has a one-off Thoughtseize, which
It's
really
not doing
doesn't do
anything
much.
here.
Yeah. And
That's the MDFC land.
yeah, the pathway land. So he has a green source now, and
Outbound
yeah,
Revolution.
there we go.
Okay, yeah, okay, now
Now he's pretty. Now,
now
he's
things are looking better
Mm.
because he can pump his Walking Ballista, sack the Ballista, make some tokens, and sack to the Outbound Revolution.
Yeah,
Make a
so
big guy.
It's really quite a key piece here.
Right, right.
Just to grow the ballista
Mm.
and ping everything. But still seems quite a bit behind, right? Because Joshua is currently on like
He's getting back. He's getting back.
yeah.
And also the Ingmar Nexus. Never forget about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ingmorph Nexus. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Ingmorph Nexus.
So how many counters can he make? He can make
6.
3, 4, 5, 6,
1, 2.
7. No, 3. Not today. Not today.
Hanif. Wait, do we have 2 different Hanifs here? Or is it?
Oh. Might be same user. Not sure. Oh, interesting.
Okay, so Ballista got in for 1 damage.
Mm.
And
So Joshua turn. What can he do? He can attack.
he
but-
just has to keep smashing, right? Because I think his hand is just full of lands. I saw land, and expedition map. So
so all ends.
yeah, really nothing good in there. Yeah. Hopefully he finds something good to cast because he has a
But what
bunch
can he
of mana.
find? He needs Dismember probably. Oh, Ghost Quarter. Actually, Ghost Quarter. is
Ghost
good.
Quarter,
Yeah.
yes.
To do with the Ingmar Nexus.
And I mean, like I said, I saw the expedition map in hand, so he can find that.
A bit slow though, because that takes up three mana.
Hanif.
Okay,
yes,
so it's the same Hanif.
the same Hanif. Welcome back.
Yeah. So Joshua doing some math.
Mm.
Yeah, against Hardened skill,
A lot of math.
quite tiring to play against and play with.
Because Ravager sacks an artifact to put a +1 counter on it.
Yeah, then when he dies, he still add another counter to it.
Yeah. And you still need to tap mana for it, so will take some time.
So he cracks his expedition map.
And do you think he's gonna get Ghost Quarter?
Can't be Radiant Fountain, that's for sure.
Blast Zone might do some work.
Blast Zone, the problem with Blast Zone
Oh,
is
hang on.
it comes with a one counter.
Yeah. So I think he's also just looking through what options he has. And
Ghost Quarter.
Ghost Quarter. He remembered about Ingmorph.
Yeah, he's a very careful player. So
For sure, that's why he's in the semi-finals.
yeah. So Ghost Quarter. So what Randy can do now is
I mean,
Joshua probably not attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Joshua. So he passed the turn without attacking. Then Randy pump his Hangerback Walker.
Yep.
Well, problem with for Joshua the threat is on board.
Yeah.
He needs something to do.
And the thing is that everything just keeps growing.
Yeah.
Growing. So once you can't stop it, right? It's just every turn that goes by it gets bigger. Yeah.
And they're so resilient. You can either go for the Doctor's plan or the damage plan.
But looks like he's still kind of missing his lands, right?
For Randy?
He hasn't laid a land yet. And let's see what he has.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Choose
Okay.
to entice Joshua to use the Ghost Quarter. Okay, so he's going for the. Is he going for?
Oh, does this mean he has Snakeskin Veil?
Right.
Does that? Yeah.
Is it? Oh.
Because it looks like Joshua
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not blocking here. He's not blocking. He didn't block, right?
He can't block. He has flying.
Oh yes, he he can't block.
Okay. So, he pumps the hanger back to 4, makes 4 tokens.
Yep. And then he's gonna
And also
sacrifice
pump
them.
the upbound.
Yep. So
upbound is
sacrificing,
2,
sacrificing.
all the doctors up to 6.
Wow. And then
Then
7.
And sack the. Okay.
Yep. So it goes on to the thing. Gets another
7.
counter. One more time. Sacrificing. And you can see he left up the green mana. He left up a green mana
Oh.
right there. He knows it. There we go. Hexproof. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
The one-off Snakeskin Veil. And I wonder if he pulled that off the top of the library.
And he has the mana to cast it.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly. That's 11, right?
That's
Plus
9
one.
plus 7. That's enough.
Yeah, that's in fact. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What was that? My goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, we've witnessed something
And he-
extraordinary. And the fact that Joshua specifically went to get Ghost
Yeah,
Quarter,
correct.
right? Joshua knew about it, but wow, who would have seen that Snakeskin Veil coming? I guess that's why it's in there.
Yep.
And does he have any more on the sideboard? Let's see.
Snakes in Veil, I don't think so.
No, but he does have Veil of Summer.
Veil Summer doesn't do much against a colorless deck.
Okay, so he's probably gonna put in like Damping Spheres.
Oh yeah, that's a good card.
Deglamer? What is Deglamer?
I need to check. It's an artifact.
Removal as well, right?
Yeah, it's an artifact remover, correct? So okay, so what does Joshua have?
Yeah, because Randy, I think Randy is just gonna go for Damping Spheres here. Maybe Nature's Claim?
To deal with opposing ballista and also the bridge. Yeah, bridge.
Yeah.
Bridge, ballista.
Because he has a lot of, like you see, artifact hate
Yeah.
over here. Although Deglamer is probably just for Heliod.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
The shuffle part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite relevant.
So what about
Let's see.
Joshua? A bit tough again because it's a wish board, right?
Yeah. The contortion probably come in again.
Contortion, yeah.
Yeah.
Spatial contortion.
Contortion.
Hanif. Hanif, you felt that pain.
And all the graveyard hit doesn't really help. Because they are not like what do you call that? Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace. Trigger exile from the graveyard, which stops the Outbound Ravager's trigger. Then, yeah, I think it's only special contortion.
Spyglass?
Spyglass, you
No.
don't want it main deck because
I want to tutor it out.
you want it to
Tough one.
Yeah, because if you drew it, it's not a not a life card. It does stop the mainlands.
Yeah. Stops the ink morph. Any E-Tron players out there, how would you sideboard against Hardened Scales?
Yeah, one thing to note, he's playing the Wish board as well, so
Yeah. Liquid metal
a bit of things to
coating.
consider lah.
Yeah, nothing really does much. Even
Oh, flagship is
Chemisphere.
good. Flagship,
Sky Sovereign, yeah.
probably good. And I think that's it. He
Mm.
he don't want to bring in everything, otherwise. Or he can take out all the Khans and no, Khan is good. Khan is
No,
good.
yeah,
Sorry,
Khan
sorry.
is good, yeah.
My bad.
Khan is necessary.
Yeah,
Right.
Khan is good against Randy. Right.
Once Khan is there, Randy's deck just falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
all
okay.
his creatures become useless. Mm.
Okay, so
Oh, but I mean, that was a quick game.
that took
That was about less than 15 minutes.
right. Okay.
So, that infect kill. Whew.
Yeah, never forget about Ingmoth.
I mean, Joshua must have been wondering, right? Like, wait a minute, doesn't he?
Does he have it?
Like, I just tilted out a ghost quarter. What's going on?
Yeah.
So let's see. Randy Ballista in hand.
Ballista, Panda Haven.
Hmm.
I'm quite curious about the engine explosive. What is he looking to destroy?
Oh, but look at Joshua's hand. I think 2 Tron lands and an expedition map. And the rest is just guess.
Okay.
So,
He even has the spatial contortion.
Yeah. So both strong turn 1 plays. Randy drew an Ozolith, is it? Or
I saw
Serpent. Serpent.
and probably Ballista
Yeah.
and a Mimic. Metallic Mimic.
So let's see Joshua Yap with the second Tron land.
So that's a mine and a tower.
What can Randy do?
And he drew a Ingmoth Nexus.
And this is ideally when he would want to play his Ravager. Right? Just curving out like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said. And will we see it? Nope. This time it's a Metallic Mimic.
Metallic Mimic probably naming
Constructs,
Construct.
yep, for sure. So Joshua gonna find his Tron piece.
Yeah, he's not even gonna cast the spatial contortion.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't need to, right? He has way bigger things to cast.
Yeah.
2 JGH, 2 Jurong players. Is that right?
Yeah, they're regulars there.
So are you?
I used to go, but yeah, recently not
Okay.
very free lah.
So yeah, Jurong well represented here. For those who don't know, we have 2 branches, Jurong Game 7 and Paya Lebar Game 7, which is where we are now. So these guys have to come all the way from the west,
Oh,
come all the way down to the east to take part in this 1K series. So that's why they're extra motivated to win.
right.
And they come here to face against Kelvin Chu, the resident pro.
He won the last 1K event also, right?
Yeah, Kelvin Chu took down the last 1K event, yes. So it looks like they're just discussing the interactions between Hardened Scales and the Mimic. Because Mimic puts 1 counter.
Then Hardened Skill adds another one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So Joshua here assembling Tron. And this is when, if I were Randy, I would be scared.
Yeah. But if other than Radiant Smasher and probably Tornado, there's no big Khan to look out for. Oh, there's the small Khan.
Yeah, small Khan.
The small Khan. That's potent, you know.
Yeah. Small Khan is devastating,
Messed
I think.
up.
Yeah. It's messed up.
Okay, so we went for the Radiant Smasher
Mm-hmm.
and the traditional beat-up plan.
Yep. And it's an effective plan. Right, just beating face. It's a 4-turn clock.
So Joshua has
Blast Zone.
Spatial Contortion, and one card I can't remember.
Oh, look at that. Randy finding a Damping Sphere off the top. And I think he's just gonna slam that down.
Depends on how you want to. Okay, he probably doesn't have another card to play anyway. So
Does.
oh, he does.
Mhm.
He has
So the worker first. Honey. A massive support here for Joshua.
okay. So he cast the Upbound Worker, and in response he deal with the
Mimic.
Mimic.
Yep.
Then Damping Spear hit the play.
So
Is it too late since the reality special is already in play?
yeah, might be a bit too late.
Yeah.
But I mean, this just gives him 3 mana instead of the 10, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty worth it. But yeah, Randy taking another 5, so he's down to 10. Very fast.
So Blast Zone.
Mm,
It deals with 2 permanents now.
yes, and he can activate it.
Probably worth it.
Yeah.
Since the
Hardened
modular does nothing here.
Yeah,
And he doesn't want to pass the turn for Randy and activate it since he can pass the counters over to the Inkmoth Nexus.
oh right, that's true. In
Yeah.
response, he can activate the
Yeah, so
access. Interesting.
Might affect the future turns.
But he did. He passed the turn. I guess he wants to see whether Randy will play anything else that's killable.
The problem is Randy's deck mostly 2 CMC or no CMC.
Do you
So-
think he's trying to get rid of Damping Sphere instead, maybe?
Yeah, that's a viable plan also.
Mm.
Depend on what his hand is structured. What
Because-
cards are in his hand.
Yeah, because Damping Sphere is switching off so much of his mana.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so he lets the Ballista resolve.
So he has no
And-
plan to activate the
Yeah.
Hardened skill. No,
I-
activate the Blast Zone.
I think he's just going to try and destroy it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, so
Okay.
gets another counter on the Blast Zone. Because now if he has another Tron land, he can...
He needs
tap
3 to
three-
activate. So
yeah, he has to tap all of them to activate.
this plan is not looking
But then playing
To
another
be-
Tron land gives him 3 mana instantly after it's destroyed, right?
3 or 2 depending on
3
the
or
Tron
2,
land.
yeah.
So this plan is not working out. Yeah, I think Joshua realized it.
Well, at the same time, Randy doesn't have much going on the table.
Yeah, but the Inkmoth plan is now active. lah.
Ah, yes, he leaves.
Yeah,
he has
so-
that 1 mana open. Yeah. So I think he's gonna do it now.
If he goes for
Hanif.
Yeah,
Hanif realizing.
his Blast Zone is at 2 now.
Yeah.
So one more whack from Smasher, go to 5.
Yeah. Very fast clock, this reality smasher. And I think Joshua just wondering what's the best line here. Taking care of the Damping Sphere gives him 3 mana immediately. But depends what he has in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no need to activate now, I
Mm.
guess.
Looks like
Okay, he's going for it.
nope, looks like his Chalice. There's a Chalice. He can go Chalice on 2.
Yes. That will stop his Ravager.
But that stops his
Mimics.
Blast Zone plan as well. Oh no, Chalice is 0 CMC.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
yeah, that's viable. Okay, that could work.
Chalice on 2 stops a lot of his deck.
Ballista
But
for
no,
2.
Yeah, Ballista for 2.
Ballista can do with Ballista.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. He has Pender Haven up. So if Ballista can get to 1, he can respond pump the Ballista. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Right. Okay, so now they're just Randy is just thinking how to deal with this Ballista and going for it, activating his Ballista, targeting Joshua's Ballista. And what is this gonna do? He's trying to remove Joshua's Ballista, right?
Yeah, because so how each Ballista usually how it ends is they just deal with each other.
They just kill each other.
Yeah, that's how usually how it ends. lah.
Yeah. I mean, even if Randy pumps it, it still dies at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep, so there we go. Ballista for Ballista.
then Randy takes 1 because of the first damage has been resolved already. So Randy's on the back foot
Yeah.
because of the life total and smash.
Yeah, the Smasher has done so much work.
Yeah, so that's why the Damping Sphere doesn't really matter.
Mm.
So
It
yeah,
came down,
that's
it came
why
down like
I
two
favored
turns.
the Blast Zone for one play lah.
Right.
Yeah. So we see another outbound worker.
Mm.
It is interesting that he chose to tap the Inkmoth Nexus.
Does he have any removal?
Who? Randy?
Yeah. Looks like
No.
engineered.
He has a
He-
Ballista engineered and Stone Coil.
Ah.
I'm still curious what does
Joshua.
no the engineered does
Oh yeah.
in this matchup.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it will do much.
Deals with Chalice for 0.
Mm. Okay, so Joshua drawing for his turn. Yeah, I mean you're right. If Blast Zone had gone off on 1, or if it was still on 1,
Yeah,
he could just swing in for lethal now.
right.
Mm.
And
So-
yeah, if he had dealt with the hardened skill earlier, his Ballista would have survived also.
Mm.
Interesting. But Joshua is quite very ahead. So,
Yeah. Ooh.
doesn't matter because of the damage sphere.
Is it time to blow it up though?
Doesn't add him mana in this turn because he needs 3 mana to activate, left with 4 mana versus current 6 mana. Or he choose not to attack.
I wonder what he has in hand.
If he had just last turn, if he had attacked, Randy probably would have game block
Mm.
and transfer all the counters to Inkmoth.
Yeah.
If that happened, Inkmoth would have been 9-9. Okay lah, that makes sense lah.
That makes sense. Well, if you put it like that.
Yeah, Hanif, I know that.
Blast Zone on 1, Chalice on 0.
Challenge on 0 doesn't really does anything since Randy's spell are usually 1 or 2.
Mm. Well, Chalice on 0 would have stopped Ballista. Wait?
He
No.
can cast
Yeah. Sorry. Because CMC 2. when it's
So
being
another
cast.
Ballista comes to play as a 2/2. Yeah, this might bite Joshua hard.
Mm. Going to blow it up now. Yep. So.
If he has Ballista, he does. Does he
Ah,
have 8 mana?
that makes sense.
He
Yeah,
does
he
have 8
definitely
mana.
has 8 mana. Yeah, so. Oof.
Okay,
Yep.
that works.
So a good
That
plan
plan works,
from
yeah,
Joshua.
yeah.
Probably a safer route, maybe, rather than going for combat damage route.
Eh,
Because here we see a big ballista
hitting
and
for trough, then
yeah, Randy
Yep,
just
that's it.
scoops it up. Okay, so it's all tied up at 1-1, and I guess they're gonna shuffle it up.
now Randy will be on the play.
And I'm gonna get a drink. Oh, while they shuffle up, let me take a quick break to get a drink. Yes, Hanif, you can celebrate now. With Joshua. That was a good play lah.
Yeah.
In hindsight.
Okay, so I think there's no change from Randy's sideboard, which means the engineered explosive is still in his deck.
And
Yeah,
we're
I'm
still
just
wondering.
curious, I'm just curious because his deck only plays 2 colors. So
Well, the thing is that what else would he bring in?
Thoughtseize is good.
You think so? Thoughtseize. I guess so, because a lot
It's
of
a
big things to take
yeah,
out.
it's a preemptive
Mm.
and cheap interaction against his big mana spells.
I mean, he could have brought that in already because he has one main board, one sideboard. So, looks like Joshua is doing
Some changes.
Yeah, some changes.
Yeah, probably reorganizing his wishboard plan.
And the strange thing is that we've covered so many E-Tron matches. How many times have we seen Khan? Like twice?
Yeah, once,
I remember.
twice,
Yeah,
twice. Both game
it did work.
he fetched Titan.
Yeah.
yeah,
Whenever we see Khan, that's
yeah.
a few turns later the game ends. So, in this matchup especially, I think Khan will be
shuts
really
down half of Randy's deck.
Khan is an MVP card right here.
Mm.
So welcome again everyone to our semi-finals. This is the 1K series for April. It's our monthly 1K series, double elimination. All of our players currently, we only have 3 players left standing. All of them are at 2-1 records. So Kelvin Chu was the player who got a bye. So he's in the finals, and these 2 are left here to fight it out for the last final spot. Yes, Hanif, I mean, I think you're right. We're just talking about the Khan interaction.
The playstyle can't really stop Randy.
Yeah, Joshua
From
has
really lot of stuff.
Yeah, Joshua has so many cards to deal with Randy's cards.
Yeah, but Khan is a turn 4 play, so within the turn 1 to turn 3, depends on what Randy can pull out.
Yep,
Especially Randy is on the play now.
Yep, and we have seen Randy go very fast.
Yeah.
I mean, turn 3 he has like 4 or 5 permanents on board
Yeah.
already. So a lot of things can happen before Khan comes out. Yep, and off we go. Looks like not a lot of lands.
There's an Arcbound, 2 Arcbound, 1 Mimic, 1 land.
2 lands?
At least.
Yeah. I see at least 1, maybe 2. Keepable, I guess. I mean, 2 lands and a Ravager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he needs 1 more land. Can't really make out the content of
Yeah. Can't see Joshua's hand at all. He seems to be there we go. Chalice, land, chalice,
2 chalice,
land,
3
map,
chalice.
chalice.
No, that's not a good hand.
You can go chalice on 0, followed by chalice on 1.
Yeah, the problem is chalice on 0 doesn't stop anything
Yeah.
except for Eldring Jar.
Which is useless. The thing is that chalice on 1 stops a lot.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gonna mull, I think, for sure.
Yeah, it's probably more.
So Randy's keeping his hand, and Joshua here taking a mulligan after seeing 3 chalices in his opening hand.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate.
I think we've seen Joshua mulligan, every single...
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
every
least
single
once
run.
per match.
And I mean, the fact that he got here in the semi-finals just shows how resilient, I guess, his deck is to come
Yeah,
back.
because you just need 3 Tron piece or 1 Eldritch Temple to make the deck work.
So E-Tron always strong,
Yeah.
no matter what, until you get hit by a turn 2 damping sphere. And Randy, the thing is, Randy only has 2 spheres in the sideboard.
Which is probably good enough.
I think usually you see 3, right? If you're really concerned about the matchup.
Yeah.
Ooh, was that a chalice again?
I see 2 lands, 1 chalice.
Oh,
Khan.
Khan.
Okay.
Khan. That has
So
to be a
this
key.
is a turn 3 Khan with the Mind Stone.
Yeah, because and Ballista as well.
Yeah. Oh, snap kick this.
Yeah. Yep. 2 lands plus a Mind Stone and a Khan. Ouch. I sense this is painful.
So this is where Thoughtseize will come to play.
Yeah, for sure. This is when he wants a Thoughtseize. Besides that, he doesn't have any other interaction actually.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. So he's just trying to decide what to bottom. And it's quite tough because all the cards are quite good.
Yeah, the chalice is probably going away.
Yeah. He definitely wants the Mind Stone, the lands, the Khan. So it's between Chalice and Ballista, I think. So Looks like it's Chalice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But still a very strong hand. I mean, you were
Yeah,
saying,
definitely, yeah.
you were saying Khan is a turn 4 play, but now it's a turn 3 play.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow, these players are very good. He plays one Mind Stone.
One Mind Stone. All these one-offs.
Yeah.
One Mind and one Maze Mind Tome as well.
Mind Stone is a card draw engine.
Mm. So Randy starting here with a pathway into an animation module. So this is just to put additional +1
Permanents into
counters.
play.
Oh, permanents into play.
Yeah, the servo tokens, right?
And that's very important for the Ravager.
Yeah, especially you got 2 copies of Ravager in hand.
Yeah. So Joshua, does he have a map? Nope. So passes back to Randy and well, that doesn't really stop Joshua.
that doesn't really.
Yeah, not yet.
But it still hurts.
It still hurts, the damping sphere.
Okay, he went for the Mimic first to grow his team, future team.
Just going for a more aggressive play. Because I think if I were in Randy's shoes, not seeing the map on turn 1 means it's...
I have some breathing space.
Yeah, a few more turns.
I'm quite curious why I named with the Mimic. Because
Oh,
Ravager is a beast, weirdly.
not a construct.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
He named Beast for the metallic mimic in case it's relevant.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
quite
So
relevant.
Matt has just confirmed that Randy has named Beast
So
for the
it
metallic
makes sense
mimic.
that he got 2 Ravager in hand.
Yep, so and
I'm not talking
Joshua
too
Joshua going for the Mind Stone. And Randy still has no idea that the Khan is coming down next turn.
loud. Provided Joshua has the 3rd land.
Yes, of course.
That
That crucial third lane.
Yeah. So what can Randy do? He can play one. Does he have the 3rd land?
Damping Sphere coming down.
No, he doesn't have 3rd land.
Yeah, so no third land for Randy. Let's see if Joshua has it. Scavenger Grounds, is that? Yep. So that is land number 3. And that means he has 4 mana. The problem with playing Khan now is that...
Yeah, he's quite naked.
yeah. Very naked. But I think he just goes for it because
Yeah.
Khan's not going to die anyway.
He can minus once
Mm.
and survive an attack. Which
Do
is a bit risky.
Yeah. I mean, I think if I were him, I just plus.
Probably take up,
right?
yeah.
Because you want the static more than the
Right.
tutor, yeah. So Randy probably feeling a bit
Sweating now.
yeah. Looking at all the Ravagers in his hand.
Oh yeah. Okay, at least now there are 2/2s with the Mimic in play.
True. At least he can beat down. But Joshua, I think, looking through his sideboard, wondering whether worth it to take down.
What can he get?
I don't know. Anyway, he went up.
Yeah.
Yep. So can't go. Yep.
So Randy missing 3rd land again?
Yeah.
That's
And
tough. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's just gonna play out the Ravager.
the big Ravager.
And I think that's all he kind of needs to do now, right? Just get some pressure on the board. So now I think Joshua is thinking whether
He can go for Ballista, shoot down the Mimic,
yeah
and try to survive after that. What else can you do? He needs some answers to the Damping Sphere as well.
I mean, looking at his wish board, the most he has nothing much.
Skyship.
Skyship, but he can't cast it.
Yeah, he can't cast
either.
it yet.
Yeah.
So that's one option he can consider.
If he goes for Skyship this turn and hits a land next turn, then he can cast it.
If he if he has the land, he probably would have gone for the Skyship.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, he probably will take up.
Yep. Because nothing much on
Yeah,
4 mana.
he probably take up and cast a big Ballista.
Yeah.
Big as in 2 lah, but
Just to get rid of the Mimic.
yeah.
Yeah. So guys, this is a very tense game. Why Amulet move away from Khan?
It's more of personal choice, I guess. So Amulet also plays Khan the Great Creator.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess some lists will play it, some lists don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some variant.
Mm. Yep, so you were saying Ballista for 2.
And you just got Khan.
Yep. So he can kind of protect Khan.
So
And just shoot down the Mimic. And Randy is just missing his lands again.
he drew a Throne or Geth.
Throne? Oh.
Geth.
Mm.
Which he can't activate.
Yeah.
That's
So, another Ravager.
on a stack. He probably want to do it. Yeah, he want to do the Mimic,
Mm.
and they went for the Khan.
Yep, attacking Khan.
So Khan takes the hit. Goes to 3.
Hanif uptick Mind Stone.
No, I don't get it.
uptick Khan makes a creature, right? Makes it into a...
This Khan doesn't make creature.
Oh.
This
Oh.
Khan only. Oh, he does. He can make the. Yeah, he can make the Mind Stone creature. That doesn't work. He needs the Mind Stone around though. So I don't think that works. So that's a map.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably gonna crack the map for Blast Zone.
Yeah, I guess so. Because everything there mostly 2 CMC right now.
Right. So now the
Mm.
Blast Zone on 2 looks good.
Mm.
But what to do? What can you do with the Khan and the Ballista?
Problem is that-
he needs the Khan to survive. this
Yeah,
turn.
he does. And yeah, Ballista is also not big enough to take out anything, right?
He can block one Ravager, but
Mm.
that will grow the other Ravager.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, even blocking one Ravager doesn't kill it. Oh, it kills the...
The small one.
Yeah, small one,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
He can block the big one and shoot down the small one.
But looks like he's going to
Crack the map.
crack the map. Or not. Once again, this is a very tense match. You have to imagine that they're outside, surrounded by people. Everyone is watching them. This is the semi-finals. The winner of this match goes on to face Kelvin Chu and his Heliod Company deck. So yeah, Joshua just choosing to pass here.
He choose to update the Khan and pass the turn.
Mm.
Probably for end of turn map activation.
Yep.
Okay, Ingmoth.
Oof. Ingmoth is how Randy won the first game. About 40 minutes ago.
Ingmoth.
What was it?
Those are good cards.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua might want to deal with one of the Ravager now. Does he? Not very sure.
Yeah, he can take out the small one.
One thing with passing up the map, right? He missed a land drop.
Alright.
So
Oh, maybe that's what he was considering.
yeah,
Because maybe he has something like contortion in hand.
contortion, dismember.
So he wants to have some mana. So let's see if he has any response to this Ozolith. I mean, that's probably the only reason why he would not crack it, right?
Yeah, to keep up spells.
Yeah, to keep up some interaction. Yep, so he just looks like he's thinking about it, doing some math. Yeah. Is
Oh,
that-
the Ravager dying also triggers the modular, which in
Mm.
turn trigger the animation module.
Ah.
Wow, that's
Wow.
complicated.
Oof, okay, so it looks like Randy here going,
Going for the Khan.
yeah, going for the Khan. And, oh!
Oh, he uptick the.
Right, so he, that's a good reason. So he made the map into a creature, and now it can block.
Oh, so that's why.
Yeah.
Right. Does he needs to tap the map to activate it, right?
Yep.
So the map can't be activated this turn
Eh, what do you mean this turn?
because it's a creature. He has summon sickness.
Really?
Yeah.
So he can't crack it now.
He can't crack it this turn. I'm not sure whether he's aware of it. Let's
Huh.
see.
I did not know that.
Okay, so I think he's aware.
Mm.
So,
Oh no.
oh,
Are you sure it's affected by the sickness?
pretty sure.
It's okay. In any case, we have met our judge out there. Let's see if they call it. But we're not going to interfere. We're just going to let it play out. And so this is probably after blockers are declared. And so the map was a 1-1. So he's probably going to just shoot down the Ravager, do you think?
Which, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because,
He's going to grow.
yeah, no, as in, at the end of the day, the small Ravager is gonna get killed by the big, by the ballista. So,
Mm.
even if you didn't activate the Khan's ability on the map, this will still happen.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think doesn't really matter.
So Randy just pointing out the triggers here.
Yeah, the Ozolive grew,
Ozolive.
Isolation model grew.
Everything's growing.
Ugh.
Wow. Yes, unfortunately, as
I don't work here.
as commentators,
Yeah, but,
it's not our place to interfere.
Seeing another way, it really didn't affect the game
Yeah.
state. So,
Yeah, but what do you think? What do you think? Who's ahead right now?
current what state?
You think it's Randy? Probably.
Yeah, should be. It has to be Randy because he has more permanence.
Mm.
And Joshua chose to search for another Trump piece with the map.
Yeah, not taking the blast zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
Ozolive currently at 1. So Ingmorph is potentially a 2-2.
and looks like he's gonna take it up again. Yeah, looking at blast damping sphere right now.
The other text of Damping Sphere is you can't really play a lot of spells.
Yeah, it's like one spell a turn.
Oh, so you make a
otherwise-
creature and nice.
Oh.
Nice. So what
Huh,
happened?
that's
He
interest-
animate Randy's Damping Sphere and cast Spatial Contortion on the sphere
Yep.
to deal with it.
Phew, and this is why Khan is such a
So this open up his mana for 2 Metal Shaper.
ouch. And now it looks pretty balanced. And Joshua might even be a bit ahead. Right? He has Khan.
The
on
Ingmorph
board.
is still there. Yeah, Hanif, you're right. But it didn't really matter.
Mm.
Since the map is gonna get sacked and the small Ravager will get killed anyway.
Yep.
And Khan won't take any damage. That's the whole end result.
So normally no action is taken unless the players call for it.
For our side.
Yeah. Because it's up to the players to actually spot these mistakes and call
Right.
for the judge themselves.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, this is pretty intense. I really like the interaction with Khan. And
Yeah, the animate your stuff to kill your stuff.
yeah.
Okay, so Randy animates his Ingmorph to deal with the Khan.
Yeah.
So Randy casts another
Outbound worker.
Walker.
Yeah. Yeah, Screeves once again. Like I mentioned just now. Here we usually just let the players deal with it themselves.
And and partially in Joshua's defense, it's not really cheating. He's just missed an a fringe interaction. So not a lot of people will catch this summoning signals thing. Okay.
Okay, Screeves. Thanks for pointing it out. We'll see what we can change around here. Maybe we'll do that next time. But looks like both players are deep in thought.
What do you miss? Do you miss anything? No.
No outbound worker came in.
Now it's Joshua's turn. What is he?
Yeah, he's
Probably looking at his sideboard.
Yeah, looking at his sideboard, trying to figure out if there's anything that can help him. And yeah, 2 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, this matchup does get a bit long, especially with Khan in play.
Yeah. Yes, let the computer do the thinking.
Yeah, it's a good learning lesson for those that are not aware about summoning sickness. Summoning sickness affect everything. Unless they are but it only affect their tapping abilities if they are creature.
Mm. Yes, Matt, you got that right.
Yeah, it's hard to catch lah. Yeah, so what is he looking for? There's a tick sideboard.
Okay, so here we go.
So can't tick up
mhm.
his own Mind Stone. And he casts a Rare Smasher.
Yep.
Maybe as a blocker.
So the board state is getting very messy now.
Does Joshua have a good attack? Probably not. Yeah, if he attacks, the Reverie dies, Ozolith gets bigger,
Yeah,
Inkmoth gets bigger.
Yeah. But the only thing holding Randy in check really is the Khan, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why he's desperately dealing with the Khan. now.
Yeah. So he's just trying his best to deal with Khan, and looks like Joshua has a. Okay, he's gonna crack the Mind Stone.
Maybe you want to draw a Spatial Contortion?
Yeah.
Or Dismember?
Nope.
Nothing.
Yep. So Khan goes down to 2.
The third outbound worker comes to play. Oh, so he doesn't want to use the Land War Reborn.
Yeah. So activating the animation module. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep. Getting another construct. And I mean, Randy here is just going wide. Flooding the board with creatures. And looks like our timer here has indicated it's the end. So I think pretty soon we'll see our judge call for the last 5 turns. Ooh, how much mana is that? It's a Ballista?
Right. What can Ballista do? Deal with the Inkmoth. I think
Yes.
that's the
Yeah.
first thing.
Yeah.
So it's a 7
Wow.
7. Okay, so what does Khan do? Khan animate. Oh, good, nice. So this, so we see once again.
Once again, yeah.
Khan's ability comes to play. Nice.
So Joshua reading it just to make sure he wants to get rid of it.
Who doesn't, man?
And yes, Screeves, you're right. You know, we probably have to work out some of the arrangements here.
I mean, what could have happened just now was I run out and
Yeah.
tell Matt lah.
We definitely could do that next time. It's just
so you choose to do with the animation module
Oh,
instead
right,
of the
okay.
Ozolith. Huh.
I guess the module makes the tokens, which he's afraid of. Who knows? But yeah, we see now Joshua. I mean, with so much mana available and with the Ballista in play, it's quite dangerous, right?
I mean, he can let the okay lah. I mean, the animation might be the problem now, and there's no hurry to deal with the Ozolith since it's empty already. Yeah, so maybe that's the correct play.
Yeah.
So what does Randy have? He has a Walking Ballista, which thanks to Khan.
He can't activate. So Randy's deck is just getting shut down by Khan. And once again, animating the Igmoth.
Yeah. Oh, he can't even hit Khan now because of the ballista.
Yes.
So you're gonna swing everything? Yeah, that seems to be the
Yeah,
case.
looks like they're counting up all the creatures. And it's everything going
Yeah,
in Khan.
One,
even
two,
Ballista
three.
is going to block.
Khan will be at 1, I expect. After this.
Because
One,
he has
two, yeah.
4 blockers. Oh no, it might be enough.
Might not even take any damage since Ballista can deal with the
Ah,
remaining creatures.
yes.
Yeah, quite bad for Randy.
So very complex blocking.
So let's see, what can Ballista do? He can deal with the Inkmoth and the 2 balance server tokens.
Yep. So Joshua has declared his blocks, and now he's going to activate Ballista.
2 damage on Inkmoth.
Yep, that's taken out the
Then
Igmoth.
2 more damage probably
Mm.
on the servo.
Mm.
Yeah, he probably want to deal with the
Yeah, all
correct,
the
because he
servos.
wants to have the option to
Take down.
minus Khan and have it survive as well. Okay, so we go to damage.
Yep, we are in damage.
Everything dies on Randy's board.
On Randy's board. Did you see a Ballista on his end?
From Randy,
Yeah.
I think I do, but
He can't activate it, but
oh yeah,
it'll be huge,
yeah,
right?
that's currently, when does the Ozolive trigger on your combat stat?
Oof,
Is it?
that's a good question.
I think we'll find out here.
Mm.
Yeah, it didn't
Mm.
grow.
Yep.
So what
Begin-
can Joshua do is kill the Ozolive.
Yeah, look at that. Joshua had even more mana right now.
Oh,
Yep.
there you go.
Whew. What a game. Okay, so what we've learned from that is that we're going to work out how to deal with rules infractions. And I think overall that was a pretty tight game. We
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
the
as
power
in-
of Khan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jo-
just,
Randy don't have an efficient answer against
Mm.
active Khan lah.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Randy with his damping sphere also stopped
Yeah,
Joshua
so-
for some time.
He also did some work.
Yeah. So that means that we're going to see in the finals a rematch between our round 1 contestants, which is Kelvin Chu against
Joshua.
Josh. Oh, man. Joshua. Rematch of the previous round.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So a rematch of the previous round, which is Kelvin Chu against Joshua. So it's Heliod Company against Eldrazi Tron. We're gonna just take a quick breather, quick toilet break, drinks break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. And yes, we'll be back for the finals. So we will see you all soon.